In the Resident Evil franchise, zombies are unintelligent, ravenous, undead husks whose only purpose is to find and consume the living. Ganados and Magini are the living victims of the mind-controlling parasite Las Plagas, whose only purpose is to fulfill the will of whoever controls them. But what would happen if a zombie bit a plaga-infected individual? Before speculating, we need to establish what each of these infections are capable of. The T-Virus or tyrant virus is an adenovirus which spreads mainly through bites from infected individuals, but it can spread through both water and air in the right conditions. Those infected will soon become greatly ill before they are overtaken and perish, at which the T-Virus will take full control of the infected cadaver. They then seek out the living and attempt to consume them. The T-Virus has been shown to cause extreme mutations when given the right conditions. For example, lickers are naturally occurring mutations from T-Virus infected zombies who have consumed a substantial amount of biomass. Other mutations can occur if manipulated by outside factors, such as the case with BOWs like the Tyrant and Lisa Trevor. The T-Virus is extremely flexible and infectious. However, it is limited in the fact that its hosts can only last as long as decomposition will allow or how much money is available to manipulate it. Las Plagas is a parasite unlike any on Earth. It would likely fall into the helminths class of parasite, the same as tapeworms and flatworms, but that's up for debate. Las Plagas has very few means of infection, but once infected with the plaga, it is almost certain that you will succumb to its control. One can be infected by being directly injected with an egg, force-fed a larval plaga from an infected individual, or inhaling plaga spores. However, the latter seems to only occur after the Las Plagas goes dormant for an extended period of time. Once infected, the plaga will attach itself to the victim's spinal cord and from there influence them to meet the parasite's needs, whatever those may be. Las Plagas have the ability to mutate their host in several ways. Lesser plagas, like those seen in regular ganados, will often rupture parts of the host's body and use the available biomass to form tentacles, calcified blade-like formations, or features similar to arthropods like pincers or legs. Greater plagas, like those seen in Osmond Sadler and Betors Mendez, have been shown to have more extreme mutations. These plagas seem to have the ability to produce more biomass to facilitate these more aggressive mutations, rather than just using existing tissue like from the lesser plagas. Now, what would happen if these two infections met? First, Las Plagas needs a living host in order to incubate and survive, so a zombie infected with Las Plagas would likely just die itself, causing no real difference. If a plaga was able to mutate before infecting the undead host, it may be able to survive, but that is purely speculative. Second, if a living host of Las Plagas was infected with the T-Virus, this would likely just end up killing the host and plaga as well, due to the fact that the T-Virus is degenerative in nature. It would likely course through the body until reaching the plaga, which would likely never have any kind of defense for a virus such as this and quickly die. This may be anticlimactic, but the T-Virus and Las Plagas are counter-opposites and operate in ways that could not lead to any form of co-infection. But in a hypothetical situation, an individual infected with Las Plagas and then subsequently infected with the T-Virus could be placed into stasis, which could allow the infections to adapt to each other over time and eventually mutate into something completely new. Not too dissimilar to Alexia's plan in Code Veronica, this creature could have the best of both worlds: the enhanced physical abilities granted by Las Plagas while also benefiting from the T-Virus's more volatile and infectious nature. In the end, if these two infections were to ever meet, and with the proper conditions, it could create something truly horrific, an unstoppable hive mind of mutating, intelligent zombies.